Hello everyone, it's Hoplite Mike. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to this Stannis campaign for part 2. In part 1, we killed Renly with the Shadow Assassin, and the regions which were following him came over to Stannis, so we have control of the Stormlands. Then, right at the end of the episode, we assaulted and took King's Landing. So right now, Stannis Baratheon is sitting on top of the Iron Throne. The faction which Joffrey is a part of is called House Baratheon of King's Landing, and that faction still has a lot of regions in the Crown Lands and a lot of armies. So what we need to do is basically regroup and try and knock out that faction if we can. So first thing I want to do is sort of make sure we've merged up our armies, get as many, sort of salvage as many of the near full strength units as we can, and then I'm going to send the rest back to Dragonstone for retraining. So that's a near full stack. And then I'm going to take the rest of the units back to Dragonstone for retraining. That's about as much as I can do. Okay, so we will send this ship round here. Now else is going to board the ship, and then we're going to escape back to Dragonstone. We do actually have a army here, which I want to. I mean, taking this settlement is sort of neither here nor there. It's not really going to do as much good, so I'm just going to lift that siege and bring the army back into the fold here, back onto the front lines where we need it most. In King's Landing, we can recruit a lot in King's Landing, including some siege equipment, so I'm going to do that as well. And yeah, next thing is getting as many troops. I mean, you can see that most of the Joffrey armies here, and there's quite a lot of them, are situated around this area next to King's Landing. So what I want to do is bring the forces over to board on this side of the coast so we can get behind their front line and try and take some of these settlements. So that's about as much as we can do this turn. I'm going to pass the turn there. Yeah, we should get some reinforcements soon. Salador San comes in. I can't remember the exact time, but it is before turn 50. Okay, so they have laid siege to us, which is fine. King's Landing is a very defensible settlement. As we saw in the last episode, it's got the outer wall and the inner keep, so it's not an easy settlement to take. Having said that, the House Baratheon of King's Landing, no, he's from the show. He's from the Iron Bank. I mean, that's all the Free City of Braavos is the Iron Bank. But yeah, the House Joffrey faction does have some very strong troops. Okay, Joffrey Baratheon is dead because we killed him. So is Alistair Thorne. That's fine. Okay, so who do we have here? Looks like we're struggling a little bit financially, but it's always going to be the case when you inherit a number of regions, as we did when we killed Renly. And we've still got some troops here, so what I'll do. And what I should actually do is try and get rid of some of these troops that are costing us loads of money. Aren't really doing anything. Alright, it looks like we're spread pretty thin already, to be honest. I mean, sending these over is not really going to help. But you get some Baratheon man-at-arms and pass the turn. But yeah, we need to sort of build up our reserves. We'll see if the Joffrey faction attacks us. Looks like they chose not to. Except we will attack for 50 gold. I think not. Not going to hold us to ransom. Beric did not die, so this is Beric Dondarrion was killed but then brought back to life. So the Brotherhood Without Banners are a thing in this mod. They actually are a they're not a faction, but they do, I think they wander around the Riverlands and they take certain settlements, so they are a force to fear. Okay. Let's get these guys back to Dragonstone. I'm just going to board the boat with units that actually are full strength so that we are ready to go here. Oh, you can't move this time. Terrible. Get a couple of Baratheon spearmen. And then I'm just going to land over here and see what the... Alright, there's one... There's one unit defending Duskendale. Which means we can probably take that next turn if we have a trebuchet. What I probably should have done is cancelled that military building in Dragonstone. Just to try and get some more troops. Didn't look like a fight that we were going to win that. That's fine. It's drawn them away from Duskendale. So, Dragons in the East. So now, okay, they've got slightly more troops than they did before, but that's still not too much of a problem. We can assault straight away with the trebuchet. Let's get these guys back to Dragonstone. Retrain them. And yeah, we're really lacking troops. Anyway, let's take Duskendale. Actually, something I didn't really discuss much in the last episode was the religion. So in this mod, obviously there's religions in Medieval 2. We all know that from the base game, and Stannis obviously follows the Lord of Light, owing to Melisandre's influence, and that puts him at odds with a lot of the rest of the Seven Kingdoms in terms of the religions, because not many other factions follow the Lord of Light. I don't know if any other factions follow the Lord of Light, so that's something that we have to deal with in terms of converting most of the settlements that we conquer. And it's also worth noting that the new building, the military field, the rally field, which allows us to retrain troops, also has a religion requirement, whereby you need to have a certain, I think it's over like 10 or 20% converted in terms of the settlement religion in order to retrain your troops. So pretty much everywhere we'll need to build the rally field and a religious building to make use of it. We're missing with nearly every shot here. Don't know if it's just the angle. Let's see if we can get a bit closer. Because ideally I want to take out the gate and the towers. Oh no. So I've lost one, which isn't too bad. I'm still going to have the same number of ammo, sorry. What I should do. Okay, I think we had 2 hits. Okay, that's the gate down, or the gate broken through, so we should be able to win the siege. Now I just want to see if we can hit these towers. Nope, we are out of ammo, so that did not go very well. Anyway, we do have plenty of ranged units. That's really annoying. We couldn't get any of the towers down because they're gonna do a lot of damage. Just want to see how close we can get. In fact, if I come over here, there's no flags on the towers. Okay, well, that seems to work. Yeah, I mean, as you saw before, there was a lot of Joffrey army, so we need to be efficient with our units here. I can't afford to just lose a whole army. Like I did at King's Landing. So we've used a lot of our ammunition there. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, so I think I'm just gonna have to run in, unfortunately. Which will lose a bunch of our units, but there's not too much else I can do at this point. So I'll send in the cell swords first. They're the most expendable, units. They're not very good, but they're the most expendable units. So they can go through the middle. And we will run, so we take as little damage from the towers as possible. And I'm going to send in... Is that Spearman? It is Spearman. Okay. So we lost 6%. Just them running up to the walls there. Small sept. Yeah, we need to pack the square. Yeah, that's what I thought would happen, so we need knights in here. And what would be good is if these guys could flank. We lost 16% to take out their 42%. Looks like we're going to hold here, I think. Come on guys, where are you? Taking ages. Could bring in one of the generals, but yeah, I think I will bring in one of them now. So we are very quickly running out of time here. That's heavy infantry. Enemy generals fallen. That was Rosby. One of these Crownland spearmen. And I'm sending in cavalry to deal with spearmen, but we don't have time to waste. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. So we lost 32% of our men, 310, which is okay. We basically went 1 for 1. It's annoying what happened with his towers, because I think if the trebuchet had been slightly more accurate, then we would have been able to take down the towers and lose less men. That wasn't to be. Yeah, we're still... Are we under siege? We are still under siege. At King's Landing, 8 towns still surrender, so... Not in any great danger of that happening. Next will be Stokeworth or Rosby. Depends what the AI does. Need to get a diplomat as well. Speak to the Tyrells. I don't want to be fighting the Tyrells and the Martells and Joffrey, because then we're fighting on all sides, which just isn't what you want, really. John Umber is dead. Well, we've had 2 on John Umber there. So King's Landing is still under siege. Actually, it's not too bad, because the longer they keep that under siege, the longer that army is basically out of the fight. So we've got a few more units here that we can bring into the fight. So next we are going to Stokeworth. And we shall assault this straight away. So 228 men. Let's hope the towers are a bit more accurate this time. Trebuchets. Let's hope the trebuchets are a bit more accurate. Okay, it's got flat ground, so don't have the same challenges as the last time. Yeah, so it seems to take 3 shots to take down the... I know, it'll be 4 shots. No, it'll be 3. Okay, good. So it only took less than a third of our ammo, so next we'll go for the towers. Try and knock those out. That one definitely hit there. I think it only takes 2 shots to take down a tower. One does 90% damage. Alright, I'm going to bring up the ranged units. Alright, we're getting down to about a third of ammo on the trebuchet. 90 damage on the tower. Come on, one more hit. Right, good. Let's get the ranged guys in there. Stokeworth Macemen. They sound pretty formidable. I wonder what the general's bodyguard is. Lannister bodyguards, Crownland Spearman. Okay, nothing unusual. Let's see if we can get a lucky hit. I've been seeing a lot of news about the Pharaoh Dynasties game, and most reviews are actually, I think on Steam it was very positive or mostly positive or something, but player numbers are still pretty low. I think the last time I checked it was averaging about 2,000. I think that's probably quite similar to Medieval 2, which is now 20 years old. It'll be coming up to its 20th anniversary soon, Medieval 2. Okay, we're out of ammunition. I don't actually have very good units here. What I could do is send in the Dragonstone bodyguards, but I'm guessing that they might come round once we attack. Alright, we've got them. So the other units are not really responding. No, these guys are still miles away. Okay, you guys need to come over here so we can flank these Crownland spearmen. Baratheon men-at-arms versus the Lannister bodyguards, which we'll almost certainly lose. But if we manage to get a bit of support in time. You guys definitely went the wrong way. Okay, now attack the bodyguards from behind. Okay, good. So I think he had the, was that the Kingsguard armor? Okay, so we lost 110 men. I'm happy with that. We shall execute as always. We don't want to give them back more units, which would cause us problems later down the line. Rolling Storm, or max loyalty. This man is spoken of far and wide as the epitome of selfless obedience, and is universally admired for it. Nice. Illegitimate son. Ah, he's a bastard. Yeah, I guess Storm is the surname Storm and bastards take. King's Landing, still under siege. Next up is Rosby. We've got some backup coming in. So I'd say things are progressing fairly well. I actually think I prefer the bowmen now. I used to think the crossbows were good, but I think the bowmen are better because usually you're having to fire over obstacles like walls or something similar. So I think the bowmen are probably better than crossbows. Crossbows are not good for arcing shots, and Sandor Clegane has attacked us at King's Landing with a whole host of rams. In fact, I don't even think you can get into the inner keep. Oh no, you can with the ram. Okay, we'll fight this one. We've got plenty of ranged units. The thing we need to keep in mind is that the General's Bodyguard unit is very strong. I don't think crossbows can do flaming shot. We need flaming shot to... Why are they... Right, we really need our archers to do the heavy lifting here, because we just don't have the we don't have the numbers in terms of melee units. What I'm gonna do is bring the rest of the troops back to here, because once they get through the main walls, the only way they can get into the inner keep is through this gateway. They're not going to be able to take a siege tower into the city, so they'll have to ram this down. So that'll be a choke point. So they've got gold cloak swordsmen on the ram there. Okay, our missiles are doing nothing. So what I'm going to do is just pull it back. I'm going to pull them back to here. And then what I need is spearmen. As many spearmen as we can get. And we want our swordsmen in behind as the real strength. Okay, that's them through the gates. Hopefully our archers are already away. Unfortunately they were not running, which they should have been. So we've lost a bunch of them. That's very annoying, because I forgot to click run. So we're going to lose all of our archers. That's fine. Yeah, it's a pretty big settlement. I think it's very similar to the cities in the base medieval game, but it has some custom things like the red walls and the Grand Scepter Baelor, which you can see there. Okay, this is it. This is where we need to hold. So I'm not entirely sure what they're waiting for here. Okay, they're waiting for the spearmen to go in, I think. Oh, they're waiting for the... Okay. So the AI thinks that the... Oh wow, we've got a lot of kills there. The AI must have thought that the gates were up. Yeah, they've just lost so many men in that. I mean, we lost a lot of men as well. I lost a lot of men stupidly from the archer play. Alright, looks like they're just retreating, so I'm just gonna go in and see how many we can get with Stannis. No, no. Still some spearmen there. Oh, they're running away. That's fine. What's going on here? I think it's glitched or something. Anyway, let's see how many we can get with Stannis. Yeah, they all piled in to earn a keep, and then I think it was like the oil came down. I must have killed loads of them. Alright, now I just need to go and attack this unit. I don't know what's wrong with it. Alright, we lost 279 men, which is mostly the archers. Yeah, so we actually didn't inflict many casualties, so it must have been the, it was the archer, or just the auto arrows from the inner keep, and also the oil. Well, that's pretty good, so that's cleared out a big... Oh, so we've captured Tommen. We can ransom for 11,000. But, yeah, I think I'd rather just execute, because then we effectively wipe out their faction. Okay, Sandrock again is dead. Baratheon and Duskendale. Oh, yeah, I need to get rid of that. That gives you, the enemy's military camps give you negative public order. I need to start building the religious buildings pretty much everywhere. Alright, so Duskendale should be under control now. Rosby just has 3 units. I don't know if we can get there. Looks like we can. Fortunately, I don't think we can get to Stokeworth with this army. But what we can do is send a splinter force. Ah, the trebuchet can't get there. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the main problem. That's annoying. I need the trebuchet to take Rosby. And if I go and just attack it with this army, it will basically generate, because of the garrison script, it will generate units over the end time. So that's not something that I want to do. What I do want to do is recruit some more units though. Is it worth doing that? Get the farmsteads. And that's the that building that allows you to get the wildfire ships. The Alchemist Guild. It does give you a decrease in public order, unfortunately. Yeah, I think we might just sit for a turn, just see what happens. See what Joffrey wants to do with all these armies, because if they lay siege to King's Landing. Okay, so they've gone to reinforce Rosby. Which feels like a reasonable thing to do. There is actually a settlement over here. And if they've gone to defend Rosby, it feels like that might not be a bad thing to go for. Sows Horn. And we can get there with the trebuchet. So I think we go for it. And then we want to close in on Rosby if we can. I also want to retrain our units in King's Landing. Okay, let's try and take Sows Horn. He's got 77 men. Even outnumbering them 10 to 1, the balance of power seemed to suggest it was not convincing.
On my orders.
I could use the trebuchets and go straight for the general, but if we don't knock down this wall, then there's no guarantee that we'd win the settlement battle, because we can't actually get into the settlement. Anyway, let's see if I can... if I can use these missile units to reach him. Seems like we can. No, that was they don't usually come out. So that was pretty smart of them. Alright, that's him dead. So, yeah, we lost more men than we should have. We won the battle? No? Oh, there's another... Alright, I'm not going to make the same mistake as last time. Oh god, stop firing. Seem to be making a real mess of this. And the towers are actually shooting at us, so. Let's just run in, let's just deal with them. Yeah, I lost 87, man, that was a complete mess. And that one trebuchet has gone a long way. Get rid of the enemy military camp. Alright, looking not too bad. Looks like Rosby is going to be the a challenge to take potentially. They've got basically a half stack on Rosby and a half stack outside it. So I would expect them to, if I attack it with Stannis, they'll probably sort of converge on us. Anyway, got plenty of troops here to bring over. Let's send them back to Dragonstone. Let's leave them for a turn. What I want to do actually is get some visions. The next one is the antlers. And there's Merentrant with a near full stack. Crownland halberds. I still need to think about the Tyrells and the Martells. Oh, House Joffrey has loads of armies and they're all sitting at the antlers. And there is Martells attacking us right on cue. That was always going to happen sooner or later. Rebels are Patriots, so yeah, that's the Brotherhood Without Banners. And Valar Morghulis is dead, and his notification about Baratheon Selmy, who gets dismissed by Joffrey and defects to Daenerys and Viserys. In this mod, Viserys, I don't think he automatically dies, so he goes over to Viserys. And yeah, the antlers is going to be pretty tough to take with that many units sitting around it. Anyway, we need to try and take Rosby. So I'll take a bunch of these men and we'll head over to Rosby. Yeah, they can't get to us next turn, so it's safe to do so. There's the Tyrells, Captain Aegon. Oh, that's a problem. That's a real problem. He is dead. Anyway, I need to keep up with the investing. Yeah, there doesn't really seem to be that much I can build that actually is going to generate an income, so it was just better to invest it in units. Okay, let's see what Joffrey do. I would guess they're going to attack that general that I just moved out of Sows Horn. Tyrion, King on the Iron Throne. So he must be the most senior member of that faction now that Tommen and Joffrey have died. I'm going to retreat. Right, I didn't attack that general, which is surprising. Asher Greyjoy is dead. I think that's Yara. Yeah, okay, so I think we just need to try and take Rosby. It's got Tyrion, who's apparently the King on the Iron Throne. That's just because the yeah, we're gonna fight this anyway, but that's because the AI, basically the head of Joffrey's faction or House Baratheon, the King's Landing, is always called King on the Iron Throne, even though they're not. They're the pretender. Okay. So we don't have the trebuchet, and this is like a proper castle, so it won't be that easy. I just need to check if it has an inner keep. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's go. We're gonna take a fair amount of archer fire here. Yeah, I'm really quite low on numbers. We do have allies though, who I think, hopefully they have siege equipment. Oh, they don't have siege equipment. So these guys are useless. Which means we are fighting this one on our own. That's a mistake. I should have made sure they had siege equipment. Because they are not going to do anything. without it. I'm gonna get some oil here, I think. Yeah. Looks like it's okay though. Alright. Through the gate. Need to try and take the gatehouse now. So that we don't get all that missile fire. I'm supposed to have units over here. Dragonstone swordsmen. They should beat Crownland spearmen. I hope. Crownland levies. Let's take one more unit of spearmen over this side. There's Tyrion Lannister. Okay, we have one on this side. So now we need to help the guys on this side. Both of you guys need to hurry up. We've got the gateway, so that's good. Hopefully that'll stop the arrows. I need to bring up more men here. In fact, you guys can come up here. How are we doing? We've lost 14%. We've lost the gateway. Not good. Oh, we got... Oh, because I just left these guys outside. Oh, okay. Gold click cavalry. I think it's Tyrion's bodyguard that I'm worried about. Bodyguard units are really strong. So they're down 60%. Okay, so I think a lot of our units died to they died to the elite units. So we probably don't have much option now but to use Stannis. We've got 39 cavalry in Stannis' unit. Tyrion Lannister's unit's just not dying at all. Just can't make good use of these crossbows. $75. I mean, I think we'll probably get there. I just need to take as many men down with these archers as possible. Okay, I'm sending in Stannis Baratheon. He's got to make the difference. He's got to make the difference between winning and losing. I mean, if Stannis is as strong as the Lannister units, then it should be fine. Yeah, they're down to 10. Gold-Plate Spearmen down to 6. So basically I need to beat Tyrion. and his formidable unit of Lannister heavy infantry bodyguards. Right, let's just get these into melee. Okay, run, 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 run. Don't get caught. Right. So, we didn't lose any men there, and now what we should do is head to the square. And I want to try and use these archers to occupy Tyrion. While Stannis captures the square. Okay, we've got Crownland Cavalry, which is fine, we can deal with that. We should be able to at least. Yeah, so Stannis' unit's fairly strong, I think. Tyrion's down to 13. Who's that? Enemy general. There's Tyrion that we need to deal with. Alright, I think we got somebody. Alright, that was close. But that's another settlement gone. Another settlement dealt with. Need to get reinforcements back to King's Landing because we do not want to lose that. And then I need to get rid of the enemy military camp. I need to get our own military camp. I need reinforcements over here. Oh, dead. Faction destroyed. House Baratheon of King's Landing is now destroyed because we killed all of their family members. So that has gone pretty well. So those rebel forces will still be around, but looks like Antlers has no garrison. So we can take it, right? We can take it. Right. Great. So it's another settlement gone. Right, I'd say that's a fairly successful episode then. We've taken most of the Crown Lands. We have effectively defeated Joffrey's faction just through wiping out their family members, but yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.